and suppliers. Want to get exposure to the right target market? Want to grow your business? Want to tell the world about your amazing products and services? Let us help you promote your business online effectively and efficiently. Worldwide Weddings Bridal Fair. More than just a bridal fair, we are your marketing partner. We make use of online and offline strategies that work. Be an online exhibitor. Sign up now at worldwidewedingsph.com/signup.
And we're back. Welcome, everyone. This is Lauren, and happy Monday. Welcome to Worldwide Weddings TV, the online TV show of Worldwide Weddings PH. Hi, everyone. I'm back for another episode of Behind the Scene with Lauren. What's up? And I'm wearing pink today because it's Monday. And lahat na i-discuss natin today, it's about how to immaculately look beautiful on your wedding day. So, syempre, I have to look the part, 'di ba? Ganon. But Welcome again. Happy Monday. If you're new to this episode, please comment down below because every week, I think every Sunday, we do have a raffle for all of the guests who have shared, commented, and liked this episode. By the way, again, I'm Lauren Kavanagh Kramer, and I'm from Bicol region. I'm a Legazpi City based host, and also I'm a singer. So, welcome again to Worldwide Weddings TV. So, here in Worldwide Weddings TV, we feature different wedding experts nationwide. So, as you've seen earlier on the previous slides, we have a lot of suppliers in store for you. And of course, while we feature the different suppliers, we also learn wedding planning while having fun. San ka pa, diba? Now, tonight's episode, it's actually brought to you by Aja Deliveries. More than just deliveries, a delivery concierge and BNI Supreme, the most successful business referral organization of its type in the world. And of course, it's also brought to us by virtualexpo.ph, bridalfair.ph, rideworthy.com, and weddingreviews.com. Ang daming sponsors. So hello Philippines and hello world. Good evening, good morning to some people. Ayan, because we're actually live internationally. O, ganon. Aside from being live here in the Philippines. So tonight episode is actually it's for season 3. Yes, I'm part of season 3. This is my second episode for Behind the Scene with Lauren. So if you're a Filipino or even not a Filipino and you're planning to get married in the Philippines, ayan, then you are in the right place. Every night you have to make sure that it's your daily habit because this is a whole week. So I start off Monday BTS with Lauren, and every day we have different episodes. So you have to make sure you make it a habit to tune in and learn from different wedding experts in the Philippines. So time check muna tayo since we are watched internationally, of course, from our brides and grooms in Singapore. It's 8 p.m. there. From UAE, 4 p.m. UK, 1 p.m. US, 8 a.m. and Australia, 12 midnight. Hello there sa ating mga soon-to-be bride and groom. Ayan. So, again, if you're watching me, comment down below your name so that I can greet you. Hi, Bondi. Hi, MJ. Yes, MJ. Kailangan ganon. Kabog ang, kasi immaculately beautiful yung, yung segment ko today. So, kailangan I have to, look the part. So, ayan. Later on, we'll read more comments down below. But you have to make sure that you comment down below, you like and share this post. You also have to make sure that it's actually available on YouTube as well, so you can watch them. And of course, okay, this is in alignment with the upcoming Worldwide Weddings Online Bridal Fair, diba? Which started January 5 to March 6, which has an interactive virtual expo happening on March 4, 5, and 6 this year. Yes, it's a bridal fair, but completely online. So it's super exciting. So if you're a bride to be or a groom to be, or if you know someone who's preparing their wedding as early as now, then this would have to be the best option for you to go online bridal expo because Omicron is waving and ang daming restrictions ngayon ulit. So mostly yung bridal fairs, they would not be allowed inside the malls or any other event. So the best option is to do online virtual expo. I'm actually excited because I'm part of um the supplier. So, hindi ko pa alam kung anong mangyayari, but I'm very much excited to meet other suppliers as well as clients on that day. So, you have to make sure, again, that you comment down below because, again, you're gonna win WWPH merch. Hindi ko alam kung anong mga merches yun, but later on, maybe we can show them. But tonight, ayan, as promised, okay, so hindi ako, just to make it clear, okay, I'm an event host and a singer. I'm not a dermatologist, a makeup artist, or a hair stylist. But throughout the years of, hosting weddings and really being immersed in the wedding industry, because as a host, dapat you have a wide array of knowledge, not only when you're on stage, but when you're off stage. And for the past 10 years that I've been hosting, ang dami ko nang narinig ng mga tips and tricks on how to look immaculately beautiful. Yun talaga yung adjective natin today. Comment down below or say hi if you love the comment or if you love the adjective immaculately beautiful. If you would love to look that good on your wedding day. So let's start, okay? Because I know a lot of my friends are excited to know how to look immaculately beautiful. Ayan. On your wedding day. Bakit ba immaculately beautiful? Hindi lang amazing or pretty. Because dapat as a bride, mostly this will focus on the bride for tonight. So if you know someone who's going to be a soon-to-be bride as early as now, tag them on the Facebook page so that they can watch this live show. So look immaculate on your wedding day. Next slide. Okay. So have you ever wondered bakit may mga bride na who looks immaculately beautiful on their wedding day? Like yung as in yung pag nakita mo siya feeling mo para siyang Disney princess. Ganong level of um ganda yung nakikita nyo. See, I'm speechless because bihira. Okay, on our next slide, I think it's the study. Tama ba? Okay, so study says that about 75% of the bride on the wedding day are stressed. And only 25% are the only one who's really get to enjoy their wedding. So, hindi natin sinasabing 75% of the brides are bridezilla, no? Um, mostly they just really want to make sure that everything is okay on their wedding day. So kaya medyo stressed sila because they you know they tend to control everything on the wedding day, which is dapat hindi. So if you want to be part of the 25% who's not stressed on their wedding day, then you have to make sure you stick till the end of this show. So next slide. Okay. So, ibig sabihin lang nito, there's more to having the perfect makeup or the perfect wedding dress for your big day, okay? Now, one thing that you'd have to understand as a bride is, yes, kumuha ka ng magaling na makeup artist, yes, kumuha ka ng magaling na hair stylist, but there are tips and tricks, okay, that would benefit you on the wedding day and would make the work of the hairstylist, makeup artist, and the whole team easier. Ayan. So I think I've got 10 tips for you today. So you have to make sure you note them down as well. Okay. Hi, Edge. Ayan. Hello, Jennifer Rabe. Yes, no to stress, bride. Yes. Ano naman masasabi mo sa makeup ko today, madam? Immaculately beautiful ba? Do I look the part? Okay, so that's the goal of every supplier. Dapat there's no stress bride on the wedding day. Because kahit saan mo tingnan, may quiz sa last part. Hindi ako sure. But you have to, dapat may dala ka na notebook and pen. And feeling ko alam mo na din to, Miss Madam Janae. But as I was saying, um, you only get to be married once, diba? So why stress? So that's the reason why this show is here to make sure that on the wedding day you're not stressed and you look immaculately beautiful. Okay, next slide. So, paano nga ba maging immaculately beautiful? Unfortunately, it only boils down to one word: preparation. Yes, walang ibang way for it for you to perfect or have a perfect wedding day, but it's actually to prepare. And the number one slide is okay for number one. Okay, so these are the tips that makes you less of a bridezilla. Ayaw natin ang bridezilla. No one wants a bridezilla on the wedding day because it does not only makes you stress, but it will show on the camera, on the photos, on the videos if ngarag ka on your wedding day. So the first tip is make sure to know your suppliers. Check their pages and ask questions. Akala nyo skincare tips. Hindi. It's actually at the end. So, why do you need to make sure that you know your suppliers? Because during the wedding day, they're the only person na dapat you put your whole trust. Okay? So you have to let go on your wedding day. Make sure that you've endorsed everything to your coordinator, to your wedding planner. You've already discussed the things that you'd like to happen with your host and the rest of the team a week or 2 weeks before. So magagawa mo lang yon if you actually know your suppliers by heart. Okay? And how do you pick the best suppliers? Ang dami ng suppliers ngayon. Like, here sa Legazpi, the market is starting to get saturated. So, dumadami na yung coordinators, yung hosts, yung singers, um, especially in Metro Manila and other, nearby provinces. So, paano mo ba malalaman kung who's the best supplier? Well, of course, sasabihin nila yan, diba, on their Facebook pages that they're the best. But you only get to be the best if you have experience. And one of the things that I'm proud of is to be part of Worldwide Weddings because all of the suppliers that's part of the bridal fair are experienced suppliers. Hindi sila basta-basta. They've been in the industry for 5 to 10 years and they've handled hundreds, even thousands of events. So the least that they can do is fail on your wedding day. They actually would still help you on things that you're still hesitating about kung even to the tiniest detail, they would know it. So again, know your suppliers. Part of it is you have to make sure that you check their pages and ask questions. Well, katulad ng whenever we buy anything in the market, 'di ba? We always look for testimonies. Like pag bumibili ka sa Shopee or Lazada or any online store, ang una mo talagang check are reviews. So hello, from Mandaluyong. Hi, Nadal. Ayan, soon to be bride ka ba, Nadal? Comment down below. Nadal ba or Nadal? Watching all the way from Mandaluyong. So, as I was saying, reviews are at the top, should be at the top of your list. So, kung pumunta ka sa page na, hindi pa ganun kaayos, wala pang masyadong review, maybe the best thing that you can do is ask someone na nakapanood na dun sa host or they were able to experience how it is working with this supplier. Because at the end of the day, yung testimonial, they're the evidence that, the suppliers really does their work and you make the best out of your money. So again, you have to make sure that you know your suppliers by heart and you check their pages and questions. Now, I have a question because we have like for Miss Janae and I think the rest of the suppliers, they offer full coordination included with the host. So how do you that would be like another question for me. Yeah, claiming it this year. Yes. Claim natin yan, Nadal. Hi! Nina, alam mo na, magtatambak ako kapag hindi ako ang host ng wedding mo next year. Ito na yung dress ko. No kidding. I have another friend. Hi, Nina, all the way from Daraga. He's a baker and a perfume enthusiast. Oh, ganon. Ano nga ba? Nina, i-comment down below mo yung name ng shop mo so that we can promote it. For brides, of course, you have to look and smell immaculately beautiful. So, perfumes, ayan, si Nina. Nina, soon to be bride na yan. Nag-watch na siya ngayon pa lang, preparing for her wedding. Ayan. So, as I was saying, one question is, di ba if you full-time coordination, and then, like, how do you go about when the client like asks kung sino yung host and then ayaw niyang i-include NY Scent. Ayun. Sorry na puputol yung line of thought ko. So if you're looking for perfumes, ayan, especially the brides, Nina Isabel Alvarez has a page. It's called NY Scents. And she can give you the best description for the perfume that you're looking for. NY Sense. Follow nyo na yan sa Facebook page. So going back, paano kapag ayaw ng bride or groom or ng couple yung host na kasama sa package? Because I've experienced that a lot of time. Ako naman yung pinapalit dun sa part nung package. So comment down below how to go about it, especially dun sa mga nagpo-full coord or like sa mga brides na may question how to say it politely na hindi na ang tawag mo dito, na off yung coordinator with that. Kasi syempre minsan 'di ba may mga pegs sila na host for this specific event, but you know, knowing your supplier boils down to really doing your own research. Okay? So, ang dami ko nang sabi, number one pa lang. Number two, okay, balance giving in to pressure from suppliers, be firm with what you want, but also be receptive to suggestions. So, ito na yung sinasabi ko. Usually, there would be, packages that would already include like everything. I mean, all the suppliers, which is good for you, diba? Because that technically, bawas na yung iisipin mo. But, I strongly suggest that if you have a peg, okay, or if you have, someone that you're really eyeing to be, kunyari, for example, kunyari, you've already taken in a full coordination, and then hindi mo masyadong bet yung host, okay? So you have to make sure that you just don't give in to the supplier that offers the host, kasi it's your wedding day, and at the end of the day you still pay for all the suppliers. So my best advice would have to be ask the supplier kung what's in it if I get the host, what's in it if not. There's no wrong questions, okay? And those suppliers will actually appreciate kung you ask questions. Now, ito yung another thing that you have to make sure that you understand. So, as much as possible, kaming mga suppliers, we give in to your wishes, 'di ba? Kasi you're the client. But with years of working in the wedding industry, we also understand that there are things that won't work during a wedding with given the specific given the specific logistics, or like given the specific circumstances. So ibig sabihin nun, hindi lahat ng gusto nyo can be done right away or can actually be done. So although you are firm with your decisions, you also have to be receptive with the suggestions, especially with the suppliers who have worked in the industry, because they know how it would look like, especially on the wedding day. So that's one thing that we have to consider. So we have a comment here from Edge. Siguro akala okay lang naman i-ask if it's okay to have a different host on your wedding day. Just be polite and tell them the reason. Be honest as well. Yeah, I super agree with you, Edge. Honesty talaga is the best policy. Now, well, definitely kasi I think one of the reasons would have to be you have to dish out a separate amount for a different host, right? Compared to dun sa mga packages na kasama na. So, I would strongly suggest na before, you switch from one host to another, you ask kung yun nga, what's in it for you if you actually change host, or if you keep the host. Because that's one question before we went live na I've got from a friend. Ayan. So, let's have number 3. Okay, understand that it takes what it takes to copy something from a wedding you've been an audience to. Eto, this is a very nice question. I want you to comment down below what's the hardest, okay, hardest request you've got from a client. Comment down below. I want to know your answer. So, eto, maraming I've experienced a lot of of brides na would before hindi ka naman paano ba? Of course you're getting compared with different hosts, diba? Like on my end. And then they would send me their peg. So parang ako I would like politely say na minsan they would ask for my wedding videos like while I'm hosting, but unfortunately I don't do that anymore because we're pro. So what I give them are me doing shows like this, and my YouTube channel, because number one, I protect the privacy of my couple. So I just don't take videos right away and post them on social media without the permission of the couple. So, going back, I want to know from different suppliers what's the most difficult request that you've received from a client just because they've seen something and they want to copy it? So for our brides and grooms, as much as we would love to, have everything na nakita nyo from one wedding to duplicate it, you have to understand that it takes um effort and really good coordination para makopy yon. So minsan there would be couples who would be disappointed kasi ay hindi nagaya yung ganito, but you'd also have to understand that for us to copy whatever your peg is, you have to be open to our suggestions as well. So at the end of the day, it's still teamwork, not only with the suppliers but also with the bride and the groom. So ayan, wala pa tayo, pero I'd love to hear it from suppliers. Yan, sometimes copying an idea from another wedding seems so simple, but it can be. It is correct. Tama ka dyan, Ma'am Janae. And that's one thing that the bride and the groom, alam mo yun, parang they get so excited na they've seen it on a wedding, and then just because they're super excited, kapag nagplano sila ng wedding, I want this. Pero what they forget is there's logistics behind that. So that's the perfect paano ba, description for it. Not copying, pag tiningnan mo, kasi yung napanood mo, it's the execution na hindi mo na nakita yung behind the scene. So it's a good thing we're having this discussion because yun, pag tiningnan mo, it can be quite simple, pero it can be pricey too. Tama, diba? Like, one example, the bride, I think, on one of my events, they asked me to have um, correct. Pegs are used as an inspiration, but not necessarily exactly the same. So I have this thing, the bato-bato pick, but all the audiences will get 20 pesos each. And then kung sino yung mananalo, yun makakukuha ng bulk ng 20 pesos. Okay? So, na-excite si couple, gusto nilang gawin. They didn't realize they had around 250 guests. So just imagine 250 times 20. So that's the after nun, nung sinabi ko na yung amount, syempre sila yung magbibigay ng 20 pesos, 'di ba? Parang, we have to dish out a separate amount pala for the game. Sabi ko, obviously, kasi we can't use, fake money for the game. So, yun, yung mga ganon, yung mga simple request na baka at the end of the or during the wedding day, it can be pricey. Yun. And tama nga naman na if you see something, it can be used as an inspiration, but not necessarily exactly the same. Since of course you'd have to dish out, um, a separate resource for that. So number 4. Ayan, is it back? Okay, it's back. Nawala daw kasi yung audio ko. Ayan. Thank you, Roxanne. Can you still hear me? Okay, perfect. So, again, again, eto, surrender it all. This is during the wedding day itself. Okay, so if you want to be part of the 25% um population of the bride who look perfectly or immaculately beautiful on their wedding day, there's nothing that you should do but surrender it all. Okay, on the wedding day. Ano ibig sabihin nun? You have to let go of everything that gives you stress because that will show not only on your face but on your skin and on your aura the whole day, which would affect the whole um celebration on the day itself. So paano ka ba makakapag-surrender at all? It goes back to number one. You have to know your suppliers. And if you know your suppliers by heart and you know that they put out the work um that they say that they do, then you can surrender it all. Ganun lang yun. It's a give and take. So if you feel like, you know, you're gonna have a problem with the supplier early on, you have to address it right away because you can't surrender it all on the wedding day, knowing that one supplier might not deliver what they promised. So, yun, number 5. Let's start. I think number 4 to. Okay, next. Make sure not to schedule. Eto, medyo we're going to the skincare and other sessions. Ayan, I'm not sure, but hopefully there's um makeup artists who's watching or hairstylists who's watching. I'd love to hear their stories, their horror stories. Ayan. So number one, make sure that you do not schedule any facial session 2 to 3 days before the big day. Okay. So I had this bride who had a diamond peel 2 days before the wedding day. And um partly part of the session is pricking. So, you would really have like marks after the session, and medyo nagkaroon sila ng hindi naman alitan but like miscommunication between the makeup artist just because on the wedding day hindi I mean, makeup artists are not magicians. They're not genie, okay? What they do is they just enhance, they make sure that you're wedding ready. Pero they can't like magic your face tapos Liza Soberano ka na. Walang ganon, girl. Wag natin pahirapan yung makeup artist natin. So, if you're gonna have, a session with your dermatologist, make sure to schedule it like 2 to 3 weeks before the wedding day. Okay? Because at least kung if there would be pricking or if there would be marks, they would have or your skin would have sufficient time to heal before the wedding day. Okay? And that includes lahat ng sessions. Okay? Because I know na minsan nakaka-pressure na I have to look good on my wedding day so kailangan ko magpa-derma. Especially on a day before, it's a no-no. Okay? So, kung ano man yung kumbaga, the pressure of giving in to look beautiful, and you mean to look perfect on your wedding day, do not give in to that. You have to make sure that you again prepare. And you can do so by scheduling your facials 2 to 3 weeks before the big day. Okay? Number 7. Okay. Talk it out with your hairstylist before doing any changes to your hair. Ito. This is a very good um topic. Okay, so a lot of brides they would they would do hair and makeup test, diba, before they hire a makeup artist. Yes to skincare, yes to preparation, yes talaga, Ma'am Janae. So eto na, sana may makeup artist tayong nakikinig or hairstylist. So I want you to share comment section what's the worst thing that a bride did with her hair just weeks or days before the wedding, because a lot of the bride don't minsan talaga nakakalimutan nila na hair and makeup stylists are not magicians. So there's this bride, eto I've heard from a makeup artist friend, what happened was um naisipan niyang magpagupit, okay, a week before the wedding, and the cut was like a bob cut, okay, but what they had in mind was actually, or what they planned to have her on a wedding day is yung usong hairstyle today, yung with the waves. So with given the present hair, it would take some time, 'di ba? So what happened was when the makeup artist and the hairstylist went to the venue na, they were shocked to see the bride because she had a really short hair, which would actually take time to do for her for her preferred hairstyle. So yung mga simple things na ganyan, like pagpapagupit, changing hair color, ayan, that's number one. Um, doing treatments to your hair, you have to make sure that you ask your hair and makeup stylist like days before the wedding if it's okay to do this. Kasi if not, they're gonna have a hard time, fulfilling your dream hair or makeup kung sila mismo, they're shocked with, what your present hair looks like. So it's a must that you ask your hair and makeup stylist if they're agreeing to something that you're changing, especially if it's, super drastic, like cutting your long hair to a bob cut or a pixie cut. Tapos on the wedding day, you would, expect long hair. So, 'di ba? Paano naman 'yon? It would take time, and suppliers, for us to live up to our names. Ayun nga, how about colored hair? You have to ask Miss Janae. You can't just color your hair right away. You know why? The reason behind is if you're gonna use extensions, it would take time for the hairstylist to find the right color of extensions for your hair. Hindi naman siya, 'di ba, basta-basta. Especially if like you hadn't kumbaga the last meeting that you've had was the test makeup. And then the next time that you're gonna see each other is on the wedding day. Tapos nagpa-color ka ng hair without you saying it to your hairstylist. So, 'di ba? Ano nang mangyayari sa hair mo on that day? So you have to really make sure that you advise your hairstylist and your makeup artist of things that you've done specially to your hair and skin. So, hello, hindi mo 'to makukuhang mga tips na 'to with just on any show. Dito lang 'to sa Worldwide Weddings TV, 'di ba? So, comment down below. See talaga kay Aurora. And ano talaga, it would take time. Aside from it would take time, parehas lang kayo mafo-frustrate nung hair and makeup artist, pati ikaw. 'Di ba? So, again, those simple things, pagpapagupit, hair color, or any treatment, yon, yung mga ganon, you have to consult your hair and makeup stylist before doing anything, especially if it's 2 weeks or a week before the wedding. Okay? Let's have the next slide. Okay, make sure not to have any drastic change of diet 2 weeks before the wedding. Make sure it's at least a month or two. Tapos bleach pala na DIY ang ginawa. Ayun na nga. So, paano yun, di ba? Mamagicin yung buhok mo nun. Ganon. So, eto, number 8, it's about diet. So, a lot of brides are pressured, okay? Since, syempre, yung fitting ng gown mo would be done like months before, diba? Okay nang pumayat ka, wag ka lang tumaba. Diba? That's the statement for the brides. But, a lot of brides actually forget a lot of bride actually forget that changes in diet usually affects your skin as well. So if you're gonna change your diet 2 weeks before the wedding, we cannot, hindi natin guarantee that you'd have, the same skin 2 weeks from now. So you have to make sure that if there would be any drastic, okay, change in diet, it should be at least a month or two para nakapag-adjust na yung buong katawan mo and it will show up on your skin because aminin natin it would take time before your body. Yes, alam mo yan. I'm a living testimony for that. Kasi Diyos ko, grabe. Ay nako, ibang episode naman yon. So food and skin is related. Yes. Especially like, 'di ba, bigla mo na lang naisip na ay gusto ko mag-healthy for the next 2 weeks para mag-fit. It might work for others, but it might not work for you. And ang backlash lang nun is if it shows on your skin. If it does not, then okay. Pero if it shows on your skin, 'di ba, medyo mahirap naman yun for the makeup artist kung magkakaroon ka ng, sudden breakout just because of change in diet. And the change in diet does not only show in your skin, it shows on your whole, aura. Kasi malay mo, you're super, ano na pala, like gutom from the diet that you're having. Wala kang you don't look fresh. So you have to make sure that if you're going to make any drastic change to your diet, it's at least a month or two. Okay? Next. Yes, isama yan sa anong gagawin. Kapag nagpa-bleach ang bride ng hair without telling the hair and makeup stylist. Okay, number 9. The same with diet, if you choose to change your skincare routine, make it a month or two. Ayan, this is a really good advice, okay? a really good advice that I would give my the brides and the rest of the coordinators kasi yun na nga, so the bride is pressured into looking pretty, 'di ba? For her day. Pero she didn't realize. So what she did was to, buy expensive skincare products like a week before the wedding. So syempre ikaw, since you know that it's expensive, you know it's gonna work, right? But not everyone is the same. So your skin takes time to adjust, okay? And I should know this. Your skin takes time to adjust on the product. So one of the things that I strongly advise is if you're gonna change or if you're gonna add something to your skincare before the wedding day, you have to make sure the same with diet, you start it with at least 2 months, a month or two. The skincare routine, Ms. Janae, I strongly suggest that you at least have one 6 months before the day. Kung this is that's applicable for ay, gusto ko yan. Teka lang, Lindsay. So, unahin mo natin yan. Kailan daw dapat mag-start ng skincare? Well, dapat ngayon, may skincare ka na actually, di ba? But if you don't have one, you can start. The least, okay, time is 6 months to 8 months, okay? But I would suggest you don't just go to the drugstore and buy, products right away. It would be best if you can consult. Ang dami ng centers ngayon who offer good services, okay? So, consult a dermatologist and, sabihin mo kung ano yung goal mo. Ayan, collagen, yes. 6 months to 8 months. Collagens work for, ano talaga, Nina. In fairness naman kay Nina, magkasingkinas kami. Kidding. Naku, pag nakita yung si Nina in person, para siyang mini Barbie doll. Ganon, makinis. Wait lang, ayan, ang daming questions sa my skin. So, yun nga, 6 to 8 months, Janae, if you don't have any skincare. But if you already have a skincare and you think you wanna, up the game, make sure it's at least a month or two. Not a month, not 3 weeks. Kasi your skin would need to adjust to it. And hindi natin masasabi if you're gonna have, if you're gonna have um like breakouts just because of trying out a new skincare product. So at least a month or two if you need to up your skincare gaming. Okay? So, ano ang secrets ng blooming or glowing skincare? I agree with Nina, collagen works and vitamin C. Okay? So, we have plenty of supplements that you can get. Also, Lindsay, I would suggest to exfoliate. Dermatologists exfoliate at least 2 to 3 times a week. Ang dami ng masks ngayon na magaganda that doesn't really rub off on your skin, pero it gives, yan, usapang skincare, nabuhay yung mga tao. Ganon. Usapang skincare talaga. Yun nga, going back, ang dami ng masks ngayon na hindi ganon ka-harsh. I don't suggest Rejuve. I'm sorry, Lindsay. Wow, sana all Ashley. Ashley Robles. Sana all naka-baby powder. But here's the thing, Ashley. If like legit talagang baby powder, stick to it. Okay? Don't use anything. Kasi syempre, 'di ba? Yes, hi Zane. Please comment, like, subscribe, and share this episode. Yes, tamang chika. Yeah, diba? We have to be chill, but at the same time, we're learning a lot of things. So, going back, Lindsay, Rejuve, I don't really suggest it. So, if you're gonna use it, maybe use it 8 to 6 months before your wedding, but you have to make sure that the ingredients are okay. Okay? Hindi pwedeng, um, basta-basta lang. Kasi ang dami ng fake na Rejuve kit and hindi tayo sure if it's gonna work wonders on your skin. Okay? What's another... Okay, wala na. Naubos na yung ating questions. But, yes, it's... Okay, so, going back, yeah, number 9. Let's go to the next slide. Okay, ito number 2. Yes, edge, that's true. Pero the best panglaban with stress is vitamin C. Talaga. Vitamin C, collagen would be good, pero kung wala, just go with vitamin C. Like, um, vitamin C would do. So, I think 1,000 milligrams of vitamin C won't hurt you kasi syempre iihi mo lang naman siya. Pero it gives you a really glowing skin. So, you can start, if you're not taking vitamin C, then I would suggest sodium ascorbate kasi hindi siya ganon katapang ng ascorbic acid. Magandang collagen supplement. Nina, if you can answer for Lindsay, I use a different collagen supplement. It's the one from Thailand and effective siya sa akin. So that's another thing, Edge. You have to find a product that works for you. So what works for me might not work for you. What works for you might not work for me. So if you're actually looking, if you're a bride to be, ngayon pa lang, you up your game na. Oo, okay. Sosyal talaga 'tong kaibigan natin, eh, Nina Isabel. Ivy, Gretchen Barreto ang peg. Sino? Ako ba? Glowing skin ko. Sa ilaw lang 'to, Lindsay. Sa ilaw lang 'to. Ring light is life. Charos. No, pero talaga like waist and back. I mean, nakita niyo naman 'di ba, ang itim ko talaga before. Gano'n. Tubig sa Bicol, yun lang yung sagot. Ano pa ba? Questions. Okay, let's have I just bought yung biotin na cream na collagen. Ooh, okay. Here's the thing, fun fact, okay? Um, I don't recommend you using collagen as a top as I don't recommend you using creams with collagen. Okay? I'm not a dermatologist, but I'm a super skin care fan. Hindi lang ganun kalahata. Pero, Janae, I would suggest, pag naubos mo na siya, don't buy it anymore. I would suggest you take collagen as a supplement instead. Kasi, one of the studies about skin says that the collagen that you actually apply on your skin, only 10% of it gets absorbed. So, parang nagsasayang ka lang ng pera for it. What you can do is buy retinol instead. Yes, mas nakakaano yun, mas nakaka-fresh and it works wonders on your skin. Okay, so number 10, do not binge on salty, oily food a week before the wedding, especially a night before the wedding. Fiber is your friend, okay? Yes, anytime edge. Skincare routine na talaga. Ito na. So, a lot of brides don't um Siyempre yung mga tips na ganito, 'di ba? It just roams around the modeling industry, the TV industry. Ikaw, you're just a simple bride who wish to have that, glorious looking skin on your wedding day. So, bakit dapat yun. That's Neocell, I've heard about that, Nina. They have good reviews. So, going back, so bakit hindi ka dapat mag-binge sa salty or oily food a week before, especially night before? Kasi 'di ba yung salt, ang ginagawa niya, it absorbs water. So if you actually eat, okay, or binge on junk food or anything that's salty or oily, what would happen is mag-retain yung water on your body. And one of the biggest organ of our body is the skin. So hindi to napapansin ng mga tao, pero pansinin niyo, if you binge now on chicheria ngayong gabi and then you wake up tomorrow, pansinin niyo parang you look puff. Tamsak host. You look puff, especially sa eye bags, and then dito sa skin. Tapos, pag tiningnan nyo yung hands and feet nyo, hindi naman siya parang namamaga, pero parang ang taba tingnan. So, that's the explanation kung bakit hindi ka dapat mag-binge on salty food kasi na-retain yung water sa katawan mo and also on your skin. So, magmumukha kang manas instead of instead of eating fiber, nafa-flush out lahat ng retained water. So you would look like, you're slim on your wedding day. Ganon. That's the tip. Okay? Another tip is, eto ginagawa to ni Lovie Poe just before or during the shoot. You take red wine before the shoot. Anong ginagawa ng red wine? It actually, yes, water weight is the yes, water weight. So make sure you don't binge on any junk food a night before Nina. So, eto na nga, kapag nag-photoshoot na on the day itself, we're not promoting any brand. Hindi din ako ganun ka-familiar with red wines. But si Lovie Poe, I've read this on one article, she drinks red wine before photo shoot. So what it does is, it actually, kung may mga naiwan pang retained water on your skin, especially on your cheeks, or any what retained water on your face, it would actually go down once you drink red wine. So kapag nakikita nyo yung mga photo shoot ni Lovie Poe, diba? Like, chiseled, contoured talaga. Hindi lang siya sa makeup or edit. It's because of that. So drink red wine at least siguro not a cup. Like, paano ba? Basta kunyari kung ito yung wine glass, mga ganyan. Okay? Vodka. Ayan. Hi, Ate Jane. Ang aking soon to be fitness instructor. Yeah, we're having an event soon. Ayan, mag-uusap kami. Vodka too. Yes, totoo, Zane. Wag lang damihan, Zane, kasi baka naman antukin ka naman on the shoot. Yung tamang lang, tamang inom lang ng vodka and or wine, okay? So wag nating pagsamahin ang vodka and wine. Just choose one, okay? Between vodka and wine. What else? uh, a lot of makeup artists would say that it would be our hairstylist. I mean, it would be best if you actually don't use conditioner on the wedding day. So, maraming bride, syempre 'di ba, ikaw parang feeling mo gusto mo lahat ng kung pwedeng i-pamper, gagawin mo 'di ba a day before. Pero the hairstylist don't advise using conditioner on the day itself. Bakit? Because the hair gets to be um too oily. So hindi na siya sumusunod with the style. So if you can actually just use shampoo lang, and actually totoo yung mga story na before they would use Perla bar, if naabutan nyo pa yon, for the hair. Like the shampooing would be done on the same day. Kasi mas tumusunod yung hair, and kung ano man yung style na nilagay nyo, it would really stick all throughout the wedding day. Yes, Layla, red wine. Red wine is the key. No, Lindsay, shampoo with conditioner. Wag na nating sabihin yung brand. but, but it's not recommended. Ayan, for hair tips, Queenie, I would advise you ask your hairstylist. The best person to give you hair tips would have to be the hairstylist, kasi sila yung, yeah, two for an abay. Sila yung gagawa ng hair mo on the day. So, kung ano man yung, as I was saying earlier, hindi ata to nanonood si Queenie, ngayon lang to nanood. As I was saying earlier, if there would be things that you'd be doing on your hair, kahit magpa-trim, color ng hair, or anything, you have to ask your hairstylist. So, for hair tips, kung ano man yung gusto mong gawin for your hair, it would be best to ask your hairstylist. But, one thing na nakakaganda ng hair is biotin. So, Biotin. Ayan, meron nun sa Lazada. Salt scrub, Lindsay, para saan? For the skin. I don't think that's gonna hurt your skin. So, yes, wag lang sa face, okay? Kasi I don't think salt scrub in your face is gentle. So, baka ma-irritate lang yung skin mo on the day itself. Is this our last slide ba? Ako gumawa pero hindi ko memorize. Yes, it is. So have fun. You only get to be married once. The end. So that wraps up our 10 tips, okay, on how to look immaculately beautiful on your wedding day. Thank you so much for all of our, for everyone. But, ayan, nabuhay si Lindsay. Body salt scrub, pwede sa wedding day. Yes, yes. So, just make sure, Lindsay, you don't, scrub naman ng sobra. Especially if, kasi baka, okay, nag-show you. Baka, you're gonna use, like, ang tawag mo dito, your wedding dress is backless. Wag naman masyado. Siguro, I would advise you to if you're gonna use a body salt scrub, a day or two. Ayan, para hindi naman magmukhang masyadong red yung likod mo on that day. Okay? So, I think that wraps up. I hope, thank you so much for everyone who had commented and who had joined our session today. Ayan, Nina and White Sense for all your perfume needs. If you're a Legazpi City Bride, I think they ship as well. And I also have Miss Jane Secundo. Ayan, if you're looking for a female fitness instructor, actually, all-in-one na to eh. You just have to contact her. Ayan, especially if you're a bride who wish to lose weight and retain it even after. 'Di ba? What else? Thank you so much, Zane, Leila, at next episode. Okay. And everyone who joined me today. So tomorrow, ayan, oh, okay. My next episode for Behind the Scenes with Lauren is JMC Bridal Shows. I'm excited for this. Kasi gusto ko talang magpagawa ng sa kanila, ng platform. Excited ako because a lot of bride tinitake for granted yung shoes that they wear on the wedding day, 'di ba? But ngayon, the needs really changes. Ay, coach, oo nga, I forgot. Coach pala. Coach ni Nina si Ate Jane. The need really changes. So, ayan, I'm excited to have them. Pero I think we're gonna have them on the community event on Sunday, tama? Pag-usapan na lang natin yan later. Oh, okay. So again, Jane Secundo, personalized workouts based sa peg mong wedding gowns. 'Di ba? 'Di ba I mean the industry is really changing. So we're able to cater specific needs for 'di ba? Who would have known? Minsan nga Nina and Ate Jane, I-guess ko kayo dito. But thank you so much. Thank you so much for everyone who had joined me today. I super appreciate your presence and sana marami kayong natutunan with the 10 tips on how to look immaculately beautiful on your wedding day. Ayan. So again, send in your questions about shoes for the BTS behind the scene because next week, next Monday, I'm gonna have JMC bridal shoes for my segment. Ayan. At least magkakaroon ako ng guest. Hindi na ako magsasalita mag-isa. So again, this is in alignment with the upcoming Worldwide Weddings Online Bridal Fair and interactive virtual expo happening on March 4, 5, and 6. Ayan, Nina, you better watch out. It's an online virtual expo, so you can look for different suppliers on that day. And again, for everyone who had commented, shared, and joined me today, you can win a WWPH merch, which will be announced on Sunday, every Sunday for our community event. And please make sure to don't forget to like our FB page, that's Worldwide Weddings, tama ba? And subscribe to our YouTube channel. So, again, on behalf of Miss Janae Rabe, a certified wedding specialist and head organizer of World Weddings PH, I'm Lauren Kavana Kramer. And if you're a Filipino or even not a Filipino, but you're anywhere in the world planning to get married in the Philippines, then Worldwide Weddings is the place to be. Watch us here every night at 8 p.m. Manila time, or even better, join us inside the community so we can have more fun in planning your wedding. Again, my name is Lauren Kramer. Thank you for watching Worldwide Weddings TV, helping Filipino brides and grooms around the world. I'll see you next week, everyone. Bye.